Good morning people, hello and welcome to another vlog episode of the India Darshan travel series. Today is my last day out here in Bangalore, and it being a weekend, I'm doing another ride for some hiking and darshans down south of my position. Should be a shorter ride compared to the last one, but last time we did Mandargiri and Nandi Hills. This time also we are doing a bit of trekking mixed with darshan and some sightseeing. Let's get started, let's enjoy the ride. We have also clocked more than 3,000 kilometers on this ride to south. We have about 50 odd kilometers to get to the first hiking destination, so taking a fuel break. There is a food cart here and there is holige over there, so gonna grab some bite to eat and then fuel up with a little bit of holige, and then we'll be on our way to start hiking. But let's fuel up first. Made it to Pyramid Valley, just parked up, and so far it's already very peaceful environment out here. Lots of greenery and trees all around. So let's go out of the parking and walk around a little bit. It's a meditation center, and there's like a pyramidal meditation center here. I'm just gonna walk around, not here for spiritual purposes, but just here to relax for a little bit before the hike. Just attended a mini briefing session out here, and they say this is the Asia's second largest meditation pyramid. The first one is also by the same society, but that's in Hyderabad. And they say here they have a gaushala, they have an organic farm, they have adventure park, kids play area, the meditation center, the big pyramid in the middle, and behind that there is also kayaking and boating activities, so you can stay here until 6. Most of the activities and things are free. Cafeteria of course is paid, adventure activities are paid, and if you're here between 12:30 to 2, there is also annadana, so whatever they grow organically they share it with their visitors, so you can have a bite as well. I just had mine, so I'm going to skip that, but I'm going to explore the peaceful Pyramid Valley. Something also funny happened during the briefing. They asked, how do you know about this Pyramid Valley? And I told them my father came here before, so he knew about it, and he shared if it's along the way, just go stop by. The other group of girls that were from a college in Bangalore, they said they saw the reels, and the guy started laughing. He's like, this is what happens as of today. Most people see the reels and that's how they come here. So yeah, interesting age of social media. But I'm now headed towards the mega pyramid. Went inside the pyramid, sat there for a while. You remove your shoes, you turn off your mobile, and inside they've kept it a little bit dark because it's meant for meditation. So I closed my eyes. It was very peaceful in there. Although after a couple of minutes they started playing their own marketing videos, which was a bit sad. Like I was enjoying the quiet. But anyways, relaxing place if you want to come here. Now I'm going towards the cow shelter. The guard said there would be, oh yeah, bridge. So there's this bridge here. Cross over to the other side and you'll be at the cow shelter. And this is the cafeteria and bookstore, I think. Oh, they also do paintball experience, Segway, rifle shooting. So this was the adventure sports that they told us during the briefing. Not a care in the world. It's their lunch hour, so they are having their feed right here, just happily grazing and mulling, so you can go and touch them. These are gir varieties of cows. There's also calves over there. I think there are bulls on this side, cows on that side, calves over there. So lunch break for everyone, so let them enjoy in peace. Alright, that was a lot of fun at Pyramid Valley. It's almost 12:15. Time to head on over to our first hiking destination. I don't know, the distances are a bit misleading out here, so again, out of 3 I might end up just doing 2 places, but anyways, I don't really care. It's not about ticking off everything that I had on my list. I'm just gonna go 50-60 kilometers or so from here, I think. Let's double check how far was the first hiking spot. I think that's also a hilltop temple that I saw, and because it's a temple it would close off soon. Oh, it's just 30 kilometers from here, so it should take about an hour or so. So let's get going. Let's do one hike. So I think by 3-4 p.m. I should be done with that, and then remains the question if I can or should do the last one or not. But anyways, this was a fun detour. We'll skip their organic lunch and head on over directly to the hike now. Stop by for a little water break along the way. This is a very narrow road, but there's nobody here, just a few houses with cows. Stop by to see coconuts, tender coconuts that are still too young on a coconut tree. This road is like lined up with lots of coconut trees, as you can see here. Some of them are like pretty short, so they're like within my reach, but they're not ripe yet, and even if I pulled one, I'd need a knife to open it, so let them grow here. Some of them have already fallen down to the ground like pretty young, and they fell off. So this one never even got a chance to grow. Never seen such a tiny coconut before. So cool. The mysteries of nature. Along the way I've been mostly seeing western varieties of cow and gir cows that come from Gujarat area, but this is a local variety of cow from here. You can see how the horns are a bit different. Not sure if she's friendly or not, but anyways, let her enjoy the shade in peace. They also have the imported varieties here. I stopped by to see this. It's been a while since I saw the local cow. And we are just 4 kilometers from here, from the stop, the temple, the hilltop temple where I'm going to. It's a Shiva temple on top of a hill. Just taking a quick rest break, enjoying the view of the hills and spending time with the cows. This is kind of a temple, like lots of shivlings all around, water on a hilltop, and that was the local cow breed that we were seeing. So this is ethnic to this area. Really excited to see. I think we are almost at the temple, just going from here. Temple up there, and there is a black car coming all the way down, so it's going to be a steep climb all the way to the top, I think, from here. Just made it to the parking of the hilltop Shiva temple. The name is Sri Siddeswara Siddapaji Devasthanadha, I think, or it's even longer than this, but I'll put the official name in the caption, but this is what I remember. Yeah, so this is a devout place for the Shiva followers. The temple is right there. You can see there's a lot of parking up here, and it's a hilltop temple, and there is no need to trek. You directly drive up all the way. So this is the parking, that's the temple, just a few stairs and that's it, you're there. So pretty nice and easy. I'm just going to walk around a little bit to take in the views, and then we're going to go do the darshan. Finally did the darshan too. Had a really peaceful darshan. There is a main temple over there, and these are the shivlings. I think there are 108 shivlings and one in the middle. They have water, fresh water pumping, so a lot of people are taking selfies, and then you have a hillside view like this. I think there's a small cafeteria up here, so I'm gonna grab some sugarcane juice or something, and then we'll be on our way. Along the way, I also saw SRS Hills. SRS Hills is just 10 kilometers from here. If that's really true, I think it's just 2:15 at the moment. I think we should be able to add that to the hiking for the day as well, and that could be the last stop. Maybe we can capture a sunset from there. Let's see. Let's grab some refreshments, and then we'll be on our way to the final stop, the SRS Hills. Made it to the SRS Hills. Still have to figure out where to start trekking. I see people all the way up there as well, and there's a big chariot here. I guess this is the route, or somewhere you take your vehicle as well. Let's go figure this out. Seems a very old temple, and they say it's pretty far up. You can take your vehicle 1 kilometer up, and after that you have to trek, I suppose. So let's see how far we can get. So that was the short and sweet ride up the hill. We are at the parking area here. There is a temple at the foothills and then you climb up this rock. So let's start the trek. It's 3 p.m. I've already done 5,200 steps for the day. Let's see what this trek looks like. This is a temple premises. We already remove our shoes, and I think for the rest of the trek it would be something like a sheltered place with a lot of steps. So that's gonna be my first time trekking barefoot that high to get to the summit. But at least the floor is not lava out here, which was the case in all the previous temples where I've been. So if you go in the afternoon, it's pretty hot. Well, that was very short-lived. Have a sad news to share actually. So anyways, there is this trekking path, the stairs, there is a gate in front, so there are temples at the foothill, and there is a notice that says everything in Kannada. I only could understand that the route closes at 3 p.m. last entry. Turns out there are two cops sitting there, and of course I did not take them on camera, but they said, how many people? I said 1, and then he pointed out like this. So basically if you bribe them, suddenly the rules go out of the window, and he says it takes half an hour to go up, half an hour to come down. So there is no way on earth I'm bribing somebody to go do the trek. But anyways, just keep that in mind. If you want to do the SRS Hills, come well before 3 p.m. or bribe your way through it, although I don't appreciate being asked for a bribe like that. Anyways, so I guess I'll start heading back to town. And in the city I still haven't had a chance to try the ragi mudde. Maybe we'll have that for dinner as our last meal for the day, unless I find it along the way. Let's see, let's start heading back. It's just 3 p.m, not a whole lot of trekking today, unlike what I had planned, but it is what it is. Can't you know, play right into their hands out here. If you are an outsider, you get played by locals like this. Anyways, let's start heading back. Let's see what the rest of the day looks like. There was a good meal, a highway stop, some random restaurant that I saw. I don't even know what the name is. Oh, Highway Delight, the food house. Had a nice meal. So upgraded from street food to a proper dine-in experience after a very long time. Helped me cool off a bit as well and forget about the bribe incident. So now it's just 4:45. I think I'll aim to go back to my accommodation, rest up for a few hours. Then we'll see if I have the energy and the motivation. I'll go out again in the evening to search for ragi mudde, super bikes. Today I'm seeing a lot of bikers on this route, so that's really cool. Yeah, so I was saying I'll go out for ragi mudde if I have the motivation for it. Otherwise, probably wrap up Bangalore and start heading to a different destination in the next vlog. We'll see how it goes. For now, time for a rest break.